What are foreign currency reserves and can they help combat the global economic crisis? Let's get, for example, Sri Lanka, which dropped the currency by 99% since 2019. And what is president of Sri Lanka? He went out. He went away. Foreign currency or exchange reserves, otherwise known as forex, comprise cash and other assets like gold that are held by central banks. Other developing countries are looking to shore up their foreign currency reserves in the face of escalating energy prices and supply chain issues. The dollar has reached an almost 2 decades high as investors look for a safe haven currency prompted by the global economic crisis. The economic and political crisis in Sri Lanka, which began in April 2022, has been playing out of TV screen all around the world. Everybody talk about this. Protests have swept the country, forcing the president to step down. Not and everywhere. President can do it. The country defaulted on its debt payments in May and currently owes creditors $51 billion, according to Visual Capitalist. Inflation is rising more than 40% in Sri Lanka, caused by the increasing inability to pay for fuel, food, medicine. Foreign currency reserves are estimated to have dwindled to around $50 million, plummeting 99% from $7.6 billion in 2019. What is foreign currency reserve? Foreign currency or exchange reserve, otherwise known as forex reserves, comprise cash and other assets like gold that are held by central bank and other financial institutions such as International Monetary Funds or IMF. According to City Index, a financial service provider, it has listed 7 main reasons why central banks have reserves. And right now, let's talk about 7 main reasons why central banks all around the world have these reserves. Number 1, they have it because they help keep the value of domestic currency at a fixed rate. For example, China pegs the value of the yen to the US dollar. By stockpiling dollars, it raises the dollar value versus the yen, thereby increasing sales by making Chinese exports cheaper than American-made goods. Number 2, to keep a domestic currency lower than the dollar, Japan, which has a floating exchange rate system, buys US treasuries or bonds to keep the yen lower than the dollar. This again helped to keep its export relatively cheaper. Next, to maintain liquidity in case of an economic crisis, a central bank can step in and exchange its foreign currency for the local currency, ensuring companies can continue to import and export competitively. Next, to meet a country's international finance obligations. They could include paying debts, financing imports, and absorbing sudden capital movements. Next, to fund internal projects. Infrastructure or industry programs are sometimes financed this way. Next, to reassure foreign investors. Wars or internal unrest can spook investors who may look to move the money out of the country. Holding forex reserves can project an air of confidence and calm investors' fears. Next, to diversify their portfolio. By holding different currencies and assets in reserve, a central bank can diversify its risk and provide protection should one investment decline. why the dollar is a safe haven in times of economic crisis. Let's talk about this. During volatile periods for the world economy, investors and currency traders offers seek to convert cash holding into so-called safe haven currencies for protection. Currencies such as the Swiss francs and the Japanese yen, but especially the US dollar, are considered safe haven assets. The dollar is particularly attractive, being the world reserve currency and the one used in many international business idea. The dollar is particularly attractive, being the world reserve currency and the one used of many international issues and businesses. It's also backed by the world's largest world reserves. The so-called greenback has recently been at its highest for 2 decades compared to major rival currencies. Investors have been flocking to it, encouraged by signs that the US Federal Reserve will increase rates faster than most. With US rates much higher and stocks way lower, the dollar is a safe haven trade. Brent Donnelly, president of Spectra FX Solution, told Bloomberg. The only safe haven left is the US dollar, he said. Let's talk about alternative currency reserve exchange. Would we have it in the future? In this case, we have two or maybe more solutions. It's new organizations, we will talk about this, and it's digital currency. First, let's talk about what happened recently in this year. President Vladimir Putin has said Russia is ready to develop a global reserve currency together with China and other members of the BRICS group of nations. It could be based on a packet of currencies from the organization's members, who also include Brazil, India, and South Africa. The move follows Russia being cut off from the world financial system following its invasion of Ukraine. The move follows Russia being cut off from the world financial system following its invasion to Ukraine. This curtailed the system to the dollar. According to Market Insider, this could be an attractive option to a wider group of countries. One possibility is that the BRICS-backed currency could attract the reserves for just of the group's members, but also countries already in their range of influence. This includes nations in South Asia and the Middle East. Advocates of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin believes that digital assets also change the dominance of the major currencies. Some central banks are looking at blockchain technology for sovereign crypto digital coins. China doesn't recognize Bitcoin, but it's reportedly developing a digital yen, reports City Index. Some experts still recognize gold like one of the currency, and other experts going deeper to new technology like digital cryptocurrency. China still or already didn't recognize cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. They actively involve in the situation new currency, Chinese yen, cryptocurrency. Tell me in the comments below, what is your belief about future national global currency? Is it going to continue to be dollar or another currency? Or it's going to be digital cryptocurrency? Or you still believe in gold? Let me know about your opinion about future global currency. See you next video. Subscribe, leave comment. Bye bye for now.